Alrighty, another day started off at Brugger's. Woo! You guys know by now. If you don't know by now, these are my favorite sandwiches. I usually start my morning off in a fast, go for a little walk, maybe even train first. Or I buy the sandwich, literally eat half the sandwich. They're small. Eat half the sandwich, go work out really hard, then eat the other half after the workout, and then go for 5,000 to 8,000 steps or something like that. The other day, I kid you not, I did 17,000 steps in one walk. It took me about 2 hours, somewhere around that time, but it felt good. I can't do this down in Florida and all these other areas where they don't have the outdoor environment to do this the way I prefer, I guess. I like there to be continuing trails, hills. The change of the leaves and the colors of the leaves is actually something that's very nice to see, and I haven't seen it in years, so I love seeing this. But yeah, this is just going to be a real Sunday fun day. We're not getting drunk. We're not getting crazy. Well, I'm always going crazy. I'm always going crazy with the bag, and I'm always going crazy with the work. I'm not being quiet about it anymore, guys. Like, I've officially elevated my lifestyle to a whole different place, and I'm very fulfilled and very happy about it. There's still always going to be things that stress me out. There's still always going to be things that I want. That's why I work hard, and that's why I'm glad I have the things that I have to be able to allow me to propel myself to the new heights that I see myself hitting. So, getting the sandwich, going to get a car wash, then I'm going to the mall. Might buy another pair of shoes, might look around for some early Christmas shopping, who knows, but stay tuned. Ooh, look at all the pretty colors, guys. This is one of the, honestly, Delta Sonic is probably one of the best car washes I've ever been to in my life. I've literally been to car washes in Texas, Florida, everywhere. They freaking, nothing's got anything on Delta Sonic. Your car is clean. They got guys drying down cars at the end when you come out of the tunnel. So this is not my first job, but one of my first jobs at 16. I applied 2 weeks before I turned 16. I wanted this job that bad because it was the only job that you could get under being an adult, or really only any minimum wage job you could get where you made so much money in tips. I worked here for 3 months as a 16-year-old, guys, in 10th grade in high school. I had my own car with my own money from working here in 4 months because Thanksgiving and into the winter time is so busy because of all the ice and everything. People are getting their cars washed relentlessly. So, yeah, I worked here for a minute. A lot of the young kids that work here go to the same gym as me and support me here. It's really cool. So, about to be coming out of the tunnel. Look at all the colors, though. They got this place really set up. So I will see you guys at my next destination. Ooh, isn't she clean, guys? By the way, if any of you guys were wondering why I had that Dodge Ram plate, it's because in Florida, you don't have to have a front license plate. So naturally, I just came here from Florida, so I still have the front license plate. And that's just how it is. I don't know what my home state is going to be permanently yet. Well, I actually kind of do, but I'm still hush-hush about it. But, yeah, guys, this is my first car. I'm 32 years old. The first car in 7 years. Last time I drove a car legally was at 25, and I kept getting arrested. I lost my license, so obviously I couldn't drive anymore. And I went to prison. After I got out of prison, I was in debt. I couldn't get a job. I had terrible credit, so I had to rebuild everything to be able to get this freaking car. So basically, I got my license back this year in January after not having it for almost 7 years, and then I got the car a couple months later. And then I bought a bunch of clothes and a bunch of shoes and traveled relentlessly. I've done all that since... From the moment that I got my freaking license, that's basically how everything has been. I've just been all over the place. I haven't been able to sit still. I am living life the way people want to live it. I'm living my version of it. I missed out on a lot of my 20s due to drug addiction and being an idiot and not saving for my future, not trying to make money, all that dumb stuff. So now I'm making up for it. And yeah, now we're off to the mall. Alright guys, so I am at Eastview Mall, and it obviously is always dangerous when I'm at the mall, so we shall see what happens. Alright guys, so I'm in Dick's Sporting Goods in Eastview Mall, which is easily the nicest mall in all of Rochester. And they literally, I kid you not, have the best shoe selection probably at any Dick's Sporting Goods you could ever go to. And of course I had to buy a pair myself. I'll reveal it soon. Hey look everybody, I look through the mall like a douchebag and everybody looks at me while I speak on camera. This is the type of stuff that you gotta be able to do, not be ashamed of. Okay guys, so I am out of the mall already. I really don't spend much time in the mall. I kind of come in there, you know, just looking fly and walking around with confidence. And when I wear sunglasses like these, people stare at me, especially here in, this isn't Victor. This is a very upper, I don't even know if I want to say middle class. This is a very more so upper class town with a lot of wealthy people. And this is definitely a very wealthy mall where people go compared to the other two. Well, one of them was shut down, so there's basically only like two malls left. There used to be 4. So tons of people walking around with Louis Vuitton bags, Gucci bags, coats, you name it. So yeah, this is where all the bougie people go. Does that mean I'm bougie? I don't know. I've been coming here since I'm a kid. So anyways, time to show you the shoes. Dun, 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 dun. They got the coolest box ever. And these are my hiking boots, by the way. Yes, even my hiking shoes have to look somewhat fly, but these are actually really comfortable, and they were 95 bucks. They're not as expensive as everything else. But, oh my goodness, look at those. You can't not tell me that that is gorgeous. I love shoes. I tried them on. They were very comfortable. I wasn't even going to buy a pair today, to be completely honest with you. But I've been making such good money and doing so well with my business that, first off, if you guys ever see me buying shoes or anything like that, I am never putting myself out. I am never short on cash, and I don't even consider it, it used to be impulsive, now it's not impulsive. And the fact that I went crazy and bought all this stuff has actually made me more chill, and I do it more when I know things are going even better. So hope you guys are having a great day so far, and I don't know what else is in the store, but can't wait to show you. Okay, so I'm at one of my favorite parks, as you guys know by now, taking a walk. And this is pretty routine. I'm sure some people that have been watching any of these videos regularly or had watched them all at some point kind of got a flow down or a rhythm down of how my life is, at least here in Rochester. I never really started doing my day-to-day life stuff in Florida that often for YouTube. Really only started it here, what, 2-3 months ago. Did a little in Texas, but in Texas I was there quick, so I was so on the go and doing other things. But obviously it'll be so much more lit when I'm there next time, because I got the guy that I'm going to use as videographer for YouTube and everything. And I'm still going to do things myself, but it'll be a mix of myself and him. So for now, it's just, I'm going to try to make these videos shorter, just day-to-day stuff, whether it's in the gym, me going shopping, on a walk, on a hike. And when I go on these hikes, I try to give information. And so, I got a good one for you guys, a really good one. And this will be, this will be really good. So, one of the things that really helped me in the industry compared to a lot of other people is that I'm older. I get a little bit more respect because I'm older. I'm 6'3". I've always been not super jacked, but I've always been a bigger, stronger guy. So I always have that power of intimidation on people naturally by my look. And, I've been to prison, and I just have that mindset and the mentality where I don't play any games whatsoever. People don't play games with me, try to argue with me, fight with me, but whatever. Point is that once I moved to Florida, I started realizing that I was literally in the mix of the fitness industry there. And it was so crazy. I watched YouTube religiously all the time. I watched people on Instagram all the time, and then once I started doing it, I never watched anybody at all. If I did, it was not often, or YouTube would be playing in the background while I was working on my phone doing things, and I'd catch some things, but for the most part, my work and myself. But the gym I started training at in Pack Animal over a year ago, I can't remember what month it was, but it was over a year ago. And maybe started getting 30,000-40,000 followers on Instagram, and I watched Derek Lunsford's YouTube channel for the very first time a week before I started training at Pack Animal Fitness. If you don't know who Derek is, he's the 212 Olympian champ from last year. So the 212 pound weight division, he's the champion of that going into it this year again. And never really had a problem with him. He was the first male IFBB pro of some type of status to follow me, which I really appreciated. And we've never really talked in person. We've kind of just like, yeah, what's up type stuff. And it's not that we haven't done anything together because we're not friends or we're not cool. It's just he does his thing, I do my thing. Everybody does their own thing, especially if you're really serious about your work. I might not be a serious bodybuilder, but I'm serious about my work and marketing and branding myself so I can make more money and be able to do more things like that in the future. I just have a different approach to how I'm doing fitness and business and everything. I'm trying to be different than everybody else. And I had many years where I had no money, no finances, bad credit, so I've been fighting to build on top of that. But anyways, Derek, I'm like going into this gym, I'm like, Derek, damn, this is crazy. I'm at the same gym as Derek Lunsford and realizing a couple other guys that are pros and other women are pros there. And that kind of fueled me to do better because honestly, there was just a lot of crazy stuff that went on, and I'll have to tell more about the details and the background. So many different details in my life and things that happened that helped get me to this level that people don't know about or haven't seen or haven't heard of. And so that being seen by major professional bodybuilders and them following me, and then I don't know how much they're watching me or talking about me, but I know that pretty much at this point every single major person in the industry has heard of me or has seen my account. I was under Jay Cutler's company as an ambassador for a while. So, I've definitely made my mark very quickly in terms of getting my name known and people at least knowing of me. Now it's all about watching me and me proving myself so people can get a better idea of who I am and trusting me and all that other stuff, which we're getting there. So, interesting little story for you guys. Derek follows me, I follow him. I'll even drop his tag. I don't even care. Maybe someday when I'm back in Florida, him and I could do the most epic, freaking interesting fitness collaboration ever. Because I'm a strong dude, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely nowhere near as strong as him when it comes to a lot of things. But I feel like an arm day or a back day, we could definitely throw down, If he sees this video, or any of you guys see this video, hit him up and say something. I'm in New York. He lives close to where I just moved from. We are at the same gym. So, thought that'd be kind of funny and motivating for you guys. Just little old me, anyone watching from Rochester, all of a sudden training at these gyms. I was getting back into shape too. I felt like shit. I felt terrible about myself. I was overweight after years prior getting into shape in prison and being like a $190, skinny and lean, and then getting jacked, striated shoulders and everything. I was starting to look really good, and then COVID, my relapse, all that bullshit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was definitely a big piece of information I've never really told anybody before, or only very close people. It's been a long time. It's been a crazy journey, so hope you guys are enjoying it with me so far. And please subscribe and keep watching these videos.